Good morning, everyone. My name is Vito Mecca from Consolidated Bus Transit. I'm going to be explaining to you exactly what the Board of Ed wants us to do for COVID-19 physical distancing from the school. But before I do that, I need to take off my mask so this way you can hear me better. This is extremely important. You need this for your children and for yourselves on every single school bus to protect you from the COVID-19. So, let's get started on exactly what you are going to do for the days that you pick up these children. The NYC DOE requires appropriate face covering for all students and staffs on the buses at all times. Students who arrive at the bus stop without a mask or face covering should be provided one by the bus driver and attendant. A student who refuses to wear a mask or face covering when boarding should not be allowed on the bus. A student who removes their mask or face covering after boarding and refuses to replace it should be reported to the school on arrival and should not be permitted on board the bus for travel later in that day. The DOE requires a minimum physical social distance of 6 feet between all passengers on the bus whenever possible. Students from the same household or those with assigned nurses or paraprofessionals may sit together. Masks or face coverings are still required for those seating together. Bus companies should refer to the seating diagram attached, which we will show you later, to identify seats available for use. Bus companies should duplicate copies of the signs attached and attach these signs to the seats to indicate which seats may be used. While physical and social distancing is required, students wearing masks or face coverings should not be left to the bus stop to avoid crowding. Any student who arrives at the stop wearing a mask or face covering should be permitted to board the bus. If possible, a bus aide should be assigned to ensure safety and social distancing as students board and exit the bus. Students should be prevented from walking past each other, boarding and exiting by taking the following steps, which we will show you also later on the diagram. In the morning, seat students from the rear of the bus forward. Board afternoon runs based on the order in which students will be dropped off. Students who get off first should board last and sit in the front. Assigned seating for students may assist in ensuring that these practices are followed consistently. All school bus drivers and attendants are to be trained with regard to these procedures and record the training compliance attached, which we will show you exactly what it is. It is your certificates that we're going to fill out. Should be completed for each and retrained on file by the bus company. Okay. Cameraman, if you want to get a closer look at this. These are your certificates that you will be filling out. We're going to go over it very briefly. You are to print your name, first name and last name very clearly. Okay? Company name, I'm sorry. You are to print your name, first name and last name very clearly. Company name is either Borough, S&T, or Consolidated Bus Transit. Social security number, only the last 4 digits of your social. Whether you are a driver or attendant, you are to sign it and then date it. Anything below this line is for me to fill out. Okay? Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is school bus seating. Now, school bus seating is very simple. You do this every day. This should be a piece of cake, but I'm going to explain it to you this way you get to know it a little bit better. What you are going to do with the first student, the very first student you pick up in the morning, is you're going to sit this student in the back. Either side is fine. Make sure you sit them by the window. So from there on then, the next student you're going to pick up, you're going to sit towards the back also. On the window on either side is fine. If you would like to put their names on there, that's fine also. It helps them sit down. All right, this way you don't have to do it every single day. They know exactly what to do. The next student you pick up, you're going to sit in the front. Now, if you notice, there are seats in the front that are clear and empty. You want to leave those seats empty. The reason why you're sitting by the window is because the windows are there. They help with the COVID virus. You don't want to sit anybody in the aisle, just in case anybody sneezes or coughs. It's a direct line of fire from where they're walking in. Okay? So, as in the afternoon, what you're going to do is you're going to drop off because in the afternoon it's always vice versa. It's always different. First kid, you're going to drop off here, then here, and so on and so on and so on. The reason why you sit the first kid in the last seat because he's the last one to be dropped off. All right? You do your runs backwards in the afternoon. Okay? Okay. Okay, so these are going to be things that we're going to give you. You're going to put them on the seats that the kids do not sit in. The ones that they do not sit in only. The ones they sit in, you do not leave that there. Gives them an idea exactly where to sit when they come in. Eventually they will learn. Okay. So, you can have a seat. Carry on, thank you. So, COVID-19 school bus cleaning information, extremely important. I'm going to read off what the Board of Ed wants you to do. COVID-19 has brought an increased awareness of the need for cleaning and disinfecting school buses. And the NYC and DOE has prepared this document to provide information to assist you with the procedure for cleaning the school bus vehicles. All school vehicles should be considered an extension of the classroom, with the same expectation of cleanliness. The Centers for Disease Control and the National Institute of Health of the Federal Transportation Administration recommended, and the NYC DOE requires, that each vehicle be thoroughly cleaned and disinfected at least once a day. It is also recommended that each vehicle be sanitized, high-touch surfaces wiped down after every trip. Basic information regarding cleaning procedures will be found below, followed by general information regarding the use of the personal protection equipment, the PPE, and safe handling of the cleaning products. The school bus cleaning compliance report found that is to be completed by and maintained on file by the bus company to document each instance between trip sanitizing and end of day through cleaning and each vehicle. Now, I'm going to show you the form in a minute, and you're going to take a look at it, and we're going to go over it in a little while. Basic information. The floors on the bus should be cleaned first. Do not use brooms. Vacuum cleaners are more effective at removing dust and soils and prevent contaminants from becoming airborne. Do not use mops. Mops collect soil and contaminants which build up on the mop and are then spread by the mop. These contaminants are then collected on shoe bottoms, which continues their spread. Always manually clean all touchable surfaces of the bus using two-step procedures. Clean the surface and disinfect the surface. Touchable surfaces include, but are not limited to, all seat surfaces, handrails, windows, window ledges, and the surface area between the window and the floor. All touchable surfaces and controls in the driver's compartment should also be cleaned and disinfected. Remember, buses are manufactured with and contain various materials that require cleaning and disinfecting differently so as not to damage the surface. General cleaning and disinfecting guidelines continued. Always review and follow all handling and safety instructions of the label and inserts of the cleaner chemical being used, and do not mix chemical products unless documentation clearly indicates that it is safe to do so. Surfaces should be cleaned of all dirt and debris before they are sanitized and disinfected. Wear personal protective equipment, PPE, such as gloves, masks, or disposable gowns, garments. If the cleaner disinfectant is not ready to use, RTU, on a wipe, apply the cleaner to your towel, not directly to the surface. Microfiber towels are recommended. Towels used should be cleaned and free of oil, dirt, debris, residue from other chemicals. Do not soak or leave puddles on cleaner chemicals. Use enough cleaner to wipe and not leave any puddling or soaking that can be harmful to materials and soak through. Have appropriate ventilation as specified by the cleaner's chemical agent's instructions for safe use and handling. Okay? And there is additional information in here that you can look up. Cameraman, I want you to just show this real quick in case they want to look it up. This part right here. Okay. Now, what I am going to show you is the school bus cleaning compliance report. This is what you are going to have to do at least once a day, like it says. So, what we are going to do is this. Very basic. Put the bus company's name, the VIN number, the license plate, the date, the time, AM or PM, the end of day route number, and check here to certify that the required cleaning and disinfectants of all surfaces between each trip was complied. Use this space to describe any damage or other conditions needing attention before the bus is returned to service. Okay? Cleaning completed by an employee signature. Okay, that completes the social distancing and cleaning of the bus. If there are any questions, please let your dispatchers know or me, and we'll let you know exactly what to do in case you do forget. Thank you and have a great day.